Hi, I'm Dimitri, and in this video I'm going to show you how to submit timesheets, expenses, and time off for manager's approval in Clockify. Let's get into it. To be approved, time entries must first be logged and submitted, either through a timesheet or a time tracker. The time tracker lets you track time via timer, so when you start working on something, click on the Start button, and the timer will start counting. While the time is running, you can enter the project and task you're working on, and then stop the timer when you're done. You'll also have the option to add more details to each entry, such as a description or tags, mark their billability, and fill out the custom fields if you have any. Another option is to manually enter the amount of time that you spent working on a project. The fields are all the same, except in this mode, you manually enter the start and end times of your work. Once your time entries are recorded, you can click on the Submit for Approval button for that time period. Clockify will summarize the total time and expenses that you'll be submitting and ask you to confirm the action. Once you confirm, you'll notice a pending label at the top. Alternatively, you can use the timesheet to log your work time. Just add the project and task and type in the amount of time you spent working on it during the week. And if you want to add more details to each entry, click on the three dots here and add info such as description or tags, mark entry billability, and fill in any custom fields. When your whole workweek has been populated, click on the Submit for Approval button. Clockify will once again show you the summary of your tracked hours and expenses. Confirm the action and the timesheet label will be changed to pending. In case you spot a mistake, you can withdraw the submitted time both in the tracker and in the timesheet. Simply click on the Withdraw Pending option and add or edit data before submitting again. Whoever's in charge of the approval, be it your team manager or project manager, they'll get an email notification about the request. From there, they can approve the request or reject it with a comment, and you'll be notified via email. If you use the Clockify mobile app to track your time, you can also submit that time in the same way as on the web app. Same as time entries, expenses first need to be recorded to be submitted. Let's go to the expense page and click on the Add Expense button. Fill in the required fields for project, expense category, and amount. And if needed, you can add a photo of the receipt and the rest of the information. You'll notice the same button as the tracker to submit the expense for approval. Click on it and Clockify will summarize the time period for which is submitting the expense, along with the total time and amount. When you confirm the action, the expense label will be changed to pending. And again, the person responsible for its approval will receive a notification. Just like with time entries, if you notice a mistake, you can click on the Withdraw Pending option, edit what's needed, and then submit again. Submitting expenses is also possible using your phone, with an option to take a direct photo of the receipt with the phone's camera. To submit a time off request, go to the Time Off page and click the Request Time Off button. A pop-up will appear, allowing you to select the policy for which you're requesting time off, like vacation, sick leave, and so on. Then, select the start and end date for your time off. If you want to, you can also add a description or note to explain your request. For example, let's say, doctor's appointment. Once you've entered all of the details, hit Submit. Now you'll be able to see your request and it'll have the pending status. Whoever's in charge of the approval, be it your team manager or a dedicated person for that policy, will get an email notification about the request. From there, they can approve the request or reject it with a comment, and you'll be notified via email. You can also request time off in the mobile app in the same way you do it on the web app. That covers pretty much everything you need to know regarding the submission process. If you're an admin or a manager, be sure to check out our other tutorial on how to approve and manage the approval process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.